This is DawgNation's coverage of the NFL Draft, presented by Kroger. Now, here's our insiders, Mike Griffith and Connor Riley.
Hello, everyone, and welcome into another episode of Dogs in the Draft. And today we're talking about Georgia's top draft pick and, quite frankly, top player in recent years, tight end Brock Bowers. Now, Mike, you got to cover Brock Bowers from the beginning when he led the team in receptions in his first career game against Clemson all the way to when he won 2 straight Mackey Awards. What does Brock Bowers bring to the next level, and what kind of player was he at the University of Georgia?
Yeah, explosive mismatch, Connor. I mean, most tight ends you throw a screen pass to, they're going to get 6-8 yards. Brock's the guy that can take it to the house. I mean, surprising home run speed. I know the 40 time was a 4.52, 4.53, but when he opens it up, he really gallops away from people. And you saw that against some of the most elite competition Georgia faced. Guys thinking they had an angle on Brock Bowers, and he just simply outpaces them, galloping by them. The hands are also surprising. You just don't expect that sort of catch radius, and yet time and time again where there was a pass behind his back or his ability to contort his body in a signature matrix moment and win over Ohio State. I mean, this guy did some oil painting stuff. He always delivered. He was very reliable. Now, the one thing I will say, the tightrope surgery, his final year, there were some people that wondered if he ever got back from that 100%. Look, all the NFL teams and doctors, they had a chance to check him out there in Indianapolis, so they know. And from everything I've heard, Brock's got the green light. But if you're asking me which Georgia player off the 2 national championship teams is most likely to go in first, it would be Brock Bowers.
Yeah, Brock Bowers is a generational tight end prospect. He's the first player to ever win the Mackey Award, which goes to college football's top tight end twice. I know there are some questions about the fact that he didn't publicly athletic test, but you turn on the tape, this guy is an absolute difference maker. Not just one of the best players on Georgia's team, one of the best players in the entire country over the last 2 seasons. He's an obvious first-round draft pick, and the question, I think, becomes where does he ultimately end up going? I think a team like the Chargers could take him at 5. I think the Jets at pick number 10 are a very popular destination for Bowers. And then on the low end, I think a team like the Indianapolis Colts at pick 15, if Bowers is still on the board, make a lot of sense as a destination there. So still going to be a guy that, despite the injury his last season, and despite some questions about his athletic testing or lack thereof, still a guy that's going to be taken in the top half of the first round. So for today's episode on Brock Bowers, he's Mike Griffith. I'm Connor Riley. This has been another episode of Dogs in the Draft.